off, you would come down in here looking for missing caravans and a master archivist to tell you guys about the cult of Azos. You had successfully tracked down the cavern in question where where caravans were being attacked, where you found a bunch of giants. The ones upstairs you took pity on and knocked unconscious. The ones downstairs, after first encounter, you decided these guys had to go, and you killed the thin giants that were in the lower half of the dungeon, as well as a weird skeleton dragon creature. And you are currently catching your breath in the what appears to be the lair of the thin giants, where they've been hoarding all the spoils from the various caravans. You have not taken a chance. You have not taken a moment to go through said spoils, but that is where we left off. Is where after you fell to the thin giants.
Okay, well, I guess if we have a moment going through things to know, what we have or what's available is the most prudent thing to do.
Okay. If you wish to, check out what they've got in the lair, I will require and this be investigation.
Investigation, not a problem.
This is mostly to determine how long it takes you to find stuff, or because it doesn't, at a glance at least, it doesn't look like they're hiding anything. They just moved the boxes off off the carts and brought them down here. But their stuff is scattered around a little bit from where they're rifling through everything.
Oh, apparently it's rolling out of damage and fix that. So, good old 8.
Are you rolling as well, Brian, or just David?
I must say, I will be rolling as well. See, one moment. See, pulling up right now.
Sorry, go on.
What am I rolling again?
Investigation.
Okay, so,
Yeah, just to get a rough idea of how long it'll take you guys.
goof. Ouch. 17.
17's pretty good. All right, so that's 25. Okay, so between the two of you, it probably takes about 20, 25 minutes to toss the place, given how much stuff you're dealing with. You'll find various containers mostly against the southern wall, filled with wine, foodstuffs, fine silk, various art objects, which total out to be about 5,000 gold worth of trade goods.
Good for the ship.
Problem, being that moving it all would be a monumental task without beasts of burden or some other means of lifting large quantities of stuff. I don't know if you guys have a means of handling that.
I think we have bags of holding.
If you do, then yeah, that should cover it. You also find a large locked wooden coffer that is scuffed and scratched.
And I'm gonna say, if only we had a truck that sold with a lightsaber to block for us for an hour. Could load all of this up and be rich. Maybe one day.
But yeah, Brian, am I remembering correctly? Because isn't the loot crate a bag of holding?
I don't know what the loot crate is. I just know that I don't know if I was ever just told what the loot crate was. It just is a loot crate.
Well, the loot crate is the document where you track all your loot. How you're transporting the loot is up to you guys.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what I was never told what the crate was. I just assumed it was just this ambiguous place where the loot ended up at the end of the day. I'm about to say because we've never been in a situation
there is a bag of holding
were,
in the loot crate, which is probably used to carry a good chunk of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to say because we've never been in a situation where we had more stuff than what we could actually carry.
However, this is definitely going to be more than the 500 pounds a bag of holding can normally carry.
Give me a moment. I can probably. I said, give me a moment. I can probably. So I can probably take care of that at least. This might be a good time for me to use my spell.
As I recall, your spell has a size limit, and you still have to know where you're sending it. But yeah,
Oh yeah. So they'll send it to the boat. We have people on it, and they can put it in the loot crate.
well, are you carrying the bag of holding as the loot crate with you guys, or do you leave it on the ship?
We leave that on the ship, as far as I know, because we, like I said, we've never been in a situation where there was more stuff than what we could carry that needed to go back to the ship. I'm not saying because most of the time it's like, oh, hey, we've got like 10 spears or something like that. I'm like, technically, yes, we can carry all of that, or nothing. We even if it was a lot of money, it was never like a dragon's hoard worth of money. It was like, hey, if we split it up, we could easily just carry it individually or something like that. But
You guys have to be the only adventurers I've ever heard of that leave the bag of holding back at base.
well, 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 we also didn't know who to actually give the back hold to at any given point. Or
Maybe that sounds like something y'all should discuss.
Well, I was just kind of leaving the inventory up to the quartermaster.
well, yeah, the quartermaster has been like, oh, hey, yeah, back holding just stays on the thing because, like I said, based on these adventures, we've never been in a situation where where we needed, I'll say, where we ever had so much stuff to gather that we actually needed the back holding.
Well, here you are.
Yep.
Hmm.
Sable.
Well,
Yeah.
in that case, we can, depending on how this all ends up, we could come back here at a later point and acquire what's here. Because I was thinking, might actually be able to use the ship to get these trade goods somewhere a bit more profitable, or I guess we just donate it. Aside from that, we can, unless you have some sort of um,
One
I
second.
don't know, condensing abilities, then looks like
Okay.
looks like we'll need to just pretty much continue our exploration at this point and kind of just mark this place on the map.
Okay. I'll say, okay, the chest that I can do is 3 by. Let's see where we are on the map.
Bottom left-hand corner of the map.
Okay. Okay. That's right down here. Okay. Let's see. When I logged in, the map just kind of zoomed me all the way into the middle of it, so everything was just black. Um. Okay. It's a 3 by 3 by 3 chest
Okay,
that I can con.
based on that size, that would fit a lot of the stuff here. Some of the bolts of fabric and stuff wouldn't fit, and there'd be a lot of items you'd have to be sending one at a time. So if you are doing that method, you would be here a while.
Okay. Can you said we can fit a bulk of the stuff, but not
I say a lot of the items here would fit if you put them in like one at a time. Obviously, it's like some of the food and the wine. You probably put multiple items in. The bolts of fabric would not fit.
Oh.
hmm.
Does your thing
Yeah.
it clearly gives a size? It doesn't give a weight capacity?
Um, let's say while the spell lasts. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Here's an open integer. Okay, so it's a 10-minute duration. Let's see.
Can you click it so it displays in the chat for me?
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Just so I can read it too.
Hold on.
Yeah, there needs to be some creations.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because as you can see, there's like barrels and shit, and it's like that's not going to fit in your little 3x3 chest.
yeah.
Okay.
So you'd have to unload those and everything if you're trying to transport that stuff back to the ship.
How's the captain looking?
I mean, well, at the moment she's looking like she's staring into space, but
Oh, I mean, like injury wise.
health-wise, you should be able to see her health. Shouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but I don't recall if there's any conditions or something.
No conditions on her at the moment.
Or, yeah, because that would affect,
So she looks a little banged up, but not too worse for wear.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay. Small air elemental. Carries an open, empty chest whose interiors are 3 feet on each side. While spell lasts, you can deposit as many items inside the chest as will fit. You can then name a living creature you have met and seen in the last at least once before. As soon as the lid of the chest is closed, the elemental in the chest disappear, then reappear adjacent to the creature. Once the chest has been emptied, the chest disappears. So you'd so you'd have to cast this several times over the course of probably, possibly an hour or two.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, all right. Must say. Now I'm trying to figure out, let's see. Does this mean that, once they open it and empty it, the spell's over, or
Yes.
do I get
Once
to
they
go
take the
back
items
and
out of the
forth?
box, the spell is over and you have to cast it again.
Shit. Okay. I thought I had 10 minutes to be able to.
No, they have 10 minutes to unload the box.
Okay, shit. I thought it'd be like 10 minutes to do a back and forth and like.
Nope.
Okay, that would have been awesome. Okay. All right. Let me check Kyoku's sheet. I can't remember if he has a bag of holding because we don't really have those. We haven't really come across any like talking about.
As far as I know, you come across one and you left it on the boat.
Let me check.
I think Dylan has one, but she's in mark mode, so she can't help you.
Yeah, let's see. Items. It wouldn't be under items. It's not on maps, not under materials.
I think it's
It's
under.
not a potion.
There's one in the loot crate because I saw that earlier.
Bag of holding, yes.
But that's the one you said you left on the ship.
Yeah. I don't think we ever actually determined who was going to carry it. I'll say because I think that was an issue. Is like who's going to take the bag of holding, and
I
people couldn't really
don't remember the
come.
question really coming
That's
up.
why I have that's why I have names next to like there's a name next to certain ones, items and stuff that people are carrying. Like currently, Farron has the gauntlets of ogre power, and his name's next to that. But yeah, there's no name next to the bag of holding because nobody we couldn't at the time. I believe like most of the members of the party were here. And people were like, "I want the bag of holding. I want the bag of holding," but we couldn't really decide who was best to carry it. So I never actually, I must say, as far as I remember, I don't think we ever actually
Now I know Ash can turn off one of
delegated.
his. I know Ash can turn off one of his armor features to create a bag of holding because he's an artificer.
Oh, again, okay, if unless this place suddenly collapses, it will continue to exist. And as far as people are aware, this is, just a cave, or at the very least, a dangerous area. So we could probably continue exploring and finding the master archivist and solving this particular mystery, and then come back and take the slow method
Okay.
to move the
Um,
stuff to the ship.
I must say, as a quartermaster, this technically should have been resolved by me. So I will make Ash an offer.
Hmm?
If you are willing to sacrifice one of those pieces of your armor or whatever you said that you end up losing at the moment, I'll say, do you get it back or is it just gone
Yeah, he
forever?
spends a hit die to swap an active ability out for the bag of holding, and then he can swap it back later.
Okay, cool. If you're willing to do that, Kyoki is willing to give you his share of this particular bundle of loot.
All right. He will spend a hit die and take a few minutes with his tools, and working on a sack he carries, and you now have a bag of holding.
Okay. Make sure we don't do that again.
Under the circumstances, 500
And you said
pounds.
okay, I remember that from now on to make sure that I'm carrying the bag of holding.
Let's see, 500 pounds is it? I'd say bag of holding probably can transport about a third of what's here.
Hmm. All right, so let's put the largest items in the bag of holding.
Wait a second. Question. Oh no, we don't have that established.
Hmm.
I was trying to
All
remember.
right,
Does the Saltmarsh house, Dylan's house, have a teleportation circle?
There's a permanent one is being constructed.
hasn't been constructed yet.
It is in progress.
Okay, so unless we just happen to time the casting correctly, we wouldn't be able to momentarily.
That also requires you to have the
blocks.
teleportation circle spell.
Which is something I was gonna. Because I just wanted to establish if the circle was at the place, and then if we could actually.
Yeah, there's one under
Using
construction
cells.
there at the house.
Okay. Okay, so even if we would have the capability, we'd have to time it, and that would cost even more resources to time. So, okay.
Okay.
Because if I remember correctly,
Um,
with the teleportation circle, we could group stuff up and just flash teleport semi bulk.
Yeah, if it fits in the circle, you can send it.
Yeah. Um. But okay, that's not an option right now. Okay. Okay, was a
Okay.
thought. But again, we
Um,
can always come back here.
All right. Is there a way to basically, I would like to try to see if we could load the most expensive items or the items that are worth the most into the bag first.
Based on your previous investigation rolls, yeah, you can move about a third of the material. If you're trying to focus on the most expensive, you've probably got I'll call it 2,500 out of 5,000. So you have
Yeah,
2,500 gold
25.
worth of stuff.
Okay. And
So about
let's
half the value.
see. Okay. How how much stuff could I do in my with my say about how much stuff could I do with two castings of of my spell?
Two castings. Uh, for sake of keeping it simple, I'll call it another 500 gold worth.
Okay, so we can get at least 3,000 out of 5,000 here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough for
And
me.
if you're focusing on the heaviest stuff for the bag of holding, or the largest stuff, whichever, contextually, whichever, I imagine, depending on what you guys' current encumbrance levels are, is you probably could carry the rest of it out, but you'd be maxing out your encumbrance.
Well, I don't really plan on carrying anything else, but my max carrying, I can currently carry.
I think it's 15 times strength.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Okay.
So if you guys want to figure that out, how much, your collective carry capacity is, we can see how much extra you can get.
No, Farron isn't looking to encumber himself.
Well, no, this would be taking you to the maximum, not the encumbered status. It would be like taking you up to what the max you can walk around with is.
Okay.
So this would be just before the heavily encumbered or whatever it is. Let me double check the rules on that. But whatever they call it when you've got you're at your full carry capacity, but it doesn't affect you yet. This is the way that you can, which is high enough that most carry. Yeah, that'd be maximum carry capacity before you start worrying about being affected.
I can carry 144.5 more pounds.
Let me check. Just, I can
You said
carry.
144.5.
Yeah.
See, where do I find my total?
It's 15
weight?
times your strength score in terms of your max, and then you subtract what your sheet tells you was your current.
All right, so 15 times strength score. So strength of 11. 15. 165 is my maximum. Minus 38. Okay. I can carry 127 pounds.
Okay, with that, between the three of you, if you choose correctly, you can probably walk out with another 1,000 gold worth of stuff.
Okay, so we're basically leaving about 1,000 back.
You're leaving 1,000 back, which is probably either the stuff that was too bulky to fit into the bag of holding, or a lot of the stuff that was deemed very low valuable.
Okay.
Or possibly foodstuffs that had started to perish, so you didn't think it would make it back to town.
Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah, you've collected about 4,000 gold worth of trade goods.
Yeah, that's,
Okay, 4,000 out of 5,000. All right, that's not bad.
that is pretty good. Fighting with all this is going to be interesting.
And time it takes you to search, parse all this out, bind it up into easily carryable bundles and everything. This is probably taking you about an hour.
Oh, sweet. Okay, it took an hour.
Well,
That's not a short rest.
I would
Then.
say,
It's the amount of time of a short rest, but you were clearly busy during that time, so it doesn't count as a short rest.
yeah.
Okay. That's what I was about to say. Shit. Okay, never mind.
Now, if you want to take another hour and take a short rest, you could do that, and then probably get the rest of it out of here. But
Well, taking a little bit of time is is fine. However, we look good enough we can continue our search. I wouldn't want
yeah.
a member of the
We're-
Cobalt Soul to be permanently lost because we decided to have some tea.
Yeah, no, we're must say, must say we're good. Must say it's. I know the way that we've handled things in the past before, so I just wanted to make sure that we were good to go.
and you might be able to make up the difference on that extra 1,000 gold with a good enough haggling roll. So, all right. If you are done in this room, you are free to move. Begin resuming. Exploration.
Okay.
So we came back this way, so we explored this area. So back up.
Yeah, if we go
So
back to that junction, um, that junction that leads to the statue, and go in the other direction, I think we'd be going into different territory.
Okay. Cool. Then I'll say so. We're heading back up this right here, where we would have kept going
Yeah.
forward. We set. Okay. Cool. Then I will lead the path.
Try
Set
to
up,
I'm
set
assuming
up your
that
marching order.
Yep.
yeah. I'll say I'm going forward. I'm assuming that Ash is staying in the back.
And so you guys have been having Ash bring up the rear.
Okay. Makes the most sense. Put the tank in the back. All right. I believe I was investigate. I roll an investigation check for
Investigation or perception, yes.
investigation is way better, and apparently I lowballed my last roll. Not that much. Only would have been one better. Okay. Let's see.
Which wouldn't have affected the time it took you guys that much.
Yeah. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, right, my maximum HP is affected.
Yes, your maximum HP is currently lowered.
There we go. Ah, significantly better. Ah, 10 points. Yay.
All right, feel free to take your movement.
Okay. It's combat. Exploration.
Okay, that
I
doesn't
got
apply
1,000
here.
points.
I have Dungeon Delver and was seeing if that would apply here, but it wouldn't.
I think so far you haven't run into any traps or anything. So.
Um, I would like to make sure, basically, so I can walk a bit faster, speedy search, and um, the advantageous positioning.
Okay. Feel free to take your movement.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Yeah, movement of 40, 5 hexes apiece. Yeah, okay, yeah. Like,
Making your way down that tunnel, you can, make out signs of obviously the previous struggle that, occurred here. A lot of blood staining the walls. The stonework seems more thoroughly worked on here than on this end of the cavern network than it was when you guys first came in, indicating that this is probably where more of the old dwarven construction was, had progressed further in this end of the network than it had in parts where you guys first entered. But no signs of traps, no signs of any trouble that you were not aware of, which makes sense because you've come through here once already.
okay. I'm gonna keep walking then.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Advancing down the tunnel again. This is a tunnel you have been in before. No new signs of trouble or anything.
Okay. Is that as fast as you guys can go, or
Yeah, everybody else only has a move of 30.
okay. And
You
I
being a
believe we had
little
mentioned
bit,
that.
you being a little bit ahead isn't that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, in which case, all right, ready to go.
Yep.
I will do a move of 30 this time, so that you guys can catch up a bit.
Yeah, keeping a 4 square gap, a 20-foot gap that should.
One fireball's worth.
Yeah, that should help with any area oddness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's another break.
Oh no, we lost him. Someone cast silence.
Oh,
There we go.
damn it. Fucking. There we go.
Technology.
Yeah, headset decided. I was like, oh, no, he ain't doing this shit today.
So you said there is an upcoming, a fork?
Yeah, there's a fork in the road up ahead.
You do know from earlier that, or can very easily intuit with that investigation roll that the left fork takes you back towards the hot spring pool where you guys fought the elementals.
Mm-hmm. Yay, cartography.
So you have the upper and lower right forks.
Okay. I'll say while I'm going through this, since my ability says that I can do it, can I also be like mapping as I go?
Sure.
Okay.
You have a napping ability?
Yep, you can walk it, you can explore and nap at the same time.
Really?
No. He said nap.
Oh, I heard nap. Oh, okay. I was like, no, that sounds pretty good. If you can do casual exploration while accruing short rest time, that sounds pretty good.
I'm not whatever race that Tristan did that one time where he was just like, hey, as long as I'm not doing anything intensive, I can fall asleep and I can walk for 8 hours and it'd be a short rest because walking isn't intensive.
Okay.
That was Dompier, though Elf can do that too with trance.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, it was like all you have to do is just kind of zone out a bit and it counts as spacing out. Counts as a long rest.
Seriously, I don't think
Warforged can do it too.
I don't think Crawford and the other designers realized the power, the utility power that they had given elves and things that have trance equivalents.
Well, at least they started giving it to more races, so it wasn't as bad. I mean, it's still powerful, but at least more things could do it.
Oh yeah, it's just I know this is D&D and most people think about how much DPS can I do, but I also look at things and going, oh, the utility of that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, Kyoki, let's go to the lower fork. Since last time we had a lower fork, there was a room, and if not, then it's something we can kind of wrap around and see, and just kind of see what we missed.
Okay. Cool. All right. So you said. See, check to the left to see if there's anything.
Sorry.
That direction?
Sorry. Southeast, lower right.
It's a map low right.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 1, 2, wait. 3. All right.
Can't
4.
same
5.
diagonal, work diagonal.
6. All right. All right.
And I take it you're not seeing anything clinging to the walls or the ceiling?
Assuming you are sticking with the current investigation roll, it has been like all the other tunnels, rocks, kind of, lightly, like condensation dampness. The
Yeah, I'm
smell
sticking
of
with that roll. It's gonna be hard for me to beat that roll. So
the smell of other like fungus and mildew. Normal cave associated situation.
Okay, just with the entire stalker hand.
Yeah, that's fair. Just again with that current roll, nothing seem
Okay. So nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Guess we can continue then. 2, 3, 4,
If you wish to take another movement, feel free.
5.
okay, I will go ahead. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's it's a left top. I'll say I can either go. I'll say left or right.
The path to your right, aka map down, there is a faint glow of light coming from around the corner. It's like a soft white glow that faintly fluctuates in intensity. Kind of a rhythmic fluctuation.
So basically, like a lit torch or something like that.
No, it's much slower than a torch. It's a very soft light. Fluctuation seems closer to like you've seen those Christmas lights that slowly fade in and out.
Okay.
Is it like a light spell?
It's just a glow coming from around the corner.
Okay.
Again, very soft.
Okay. Well, I did not specialize in Arcana, so I probably wouldn't.
From that distance, you are also getting the faintest whiff. With that roll, I will give you the faintest whiffs of decay permeating from that direction.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, it was a pale blue light, not a pale white light.
Okay. Pale blue, fluctuating pale blue light, and the smell of death. Map south. All right, so I'm gonna wait for them to catch up because I don't want to make too much noise.
Okay, you guys can catch up.
As
you approach, Ileana definitely picks up on the smell.
I'm going to make some hand gesture. I'm going to use my Charade Master in order to be able to convey what is down that way.
Farron, you smell something off, but your passive perception is not high enough to actually pick out a distinctive flavor, as it were.
Okay.
But all of you, given the darkness of the cavern, do see are able to see the light, the very faint light coming from around the corner.
Given that I have a whiff of something odd, can I make an active roll?
You may make an active perception roll, yes.
But yeah, I will communicate. I will communicate with gestures, and in order to make sure that people wish to and to try to let them know through those gestures that try to communicate with me through gestures because our talking might be loud enough to alert them.
Just
I would like
just for the record, you're looking at a distance of about 30 feet, so you could attempt a whisper. Also, if you given your experience as a thief and stuff, you are reasonably certain you could whisper and possibly be okay unless you really fuck up somehow. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I have Charade Master. At least for me, I can understand whatever they're trying to get at.
I'd say you could do the gestures, but you have enough experience to know that it's probably from what you've been sneaking around in here. The place isn't too echo chambery, so you think that as long as you don't a normal whisper is probably okay.
Okay. I will telepathically speak to the Kyoki. Hello, I'm human.
We can still do that.
David can do that because he took a feat.
And I'm human.
I was about to say, I was like, wait, Captain's not here. We can do that stuff.
Yeah, it's like David can do that to one other person. David can do it with one person back and forth. Sierra can do it with everybody.
Okay, cool. Kyoki's gonna kind of look at you as like you kind of make like a gesture like at you, but also at, like your abs. And it was like, is this because of your abs that you can telepathically communicate?
It's because I'm human. It's because I'm human. Farron says a little confused.
Oh, remember, not all humans are psychic.
Well,
I'll say,
but it's not unknown for it to happen.
Oh no, I'm just the way you were talking is like I'm a human. All of us can do this. Like no, it's not.
Kyoki's gonna because I'm like because I'm human. Kyoki's like I'm human too, and I can't do that.
And that was my point. It's like both of you are human.
Like I might be partially undead, but I'm still human. Those things with psychic connection I have is my patron. Okay.
Who was just creepily floating?
Should we continue? I say, should we continue? Should we continue towards the blue light, or should we or go the other way?
I said we can. I think we should continue towards the blue light. Though we'll eventually, or likely eventually, going to encounter like the statue room or something that'll have us stop, and then we can just go back and then continue around if there isn't around on this.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start. My investigation roll, but I'm going to start stealthing as we get closer to it.
If you are stealthing, does put you at half movement, just for the record.
Yeah. Good job.
I am so good at stealthing.
1,
All right,
2,
you may take your half move.
3,
Oh.
4.
Oh, there it is. I just
Okay.
It's taking a little bit to load.
Just enough to be around a corner and be able to notice something. I'm gonna look at Ash. I'm like, Ash, that's a thing. Like I'm about to say, I'm gonna be whispering with my hands. I'm like, Ash, that's a thing.
Where does
I
that
can't
go?
tell fully. I can't tell fully what it is. I can only see 2/3 of its pog, but the top part of the pog is blocked
From
off.
there, making your way around the corner, the stench of decay, is now much stronger and permeates the long, narrow cavern ahead of you, which is littered with the bones and other remnants of various animals and humanoids. There's a pale blue luminescence filling much of the cavern, given off by several patches of large mushroom-like fungi that are growing from the mounds of decaying flesh. That is what you are seeing is giant glowing mushroom, kind of semi-translucent, so lucent, so kind of like a jellyfish crossbred with a mushroom.
Awesome. Spore creatures. Love those things. Things trying to last of us.
Is it a flood of spores?
I don't like this one bit. Okay. I'm going to attempt to describe that to Ash to see if he, in his infinite knowledge, knows anything about it. Because Ash is the only person in line of sight of my hand gestures. So,
I think David's telepathy still works on you, but
I can't.
how
I
far is the
technically
range?
mind read, but I don't have that on.
okay. I wasn't sure what you. I don't know specifically how your feet works to know what it gives you.
It's
I know if Ash had like an Arcana or something along those lines. Is it nature?
It would be nature in this case, yes.
Might as well take a shot.
okay. It doesn't give them the ability to respond, and like a number of D&D things, which are applied to things that I don't think would make complete sense,
Fuck.
is I need line of sight. So
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
You are both reasonably certain that this is probably what is known as a strobing fungus. It is a creature of. It is a translucent creature with a white core and is composed of a narrow stalk topped with a bulbous head. It is notorious. It is a living plant creature that suddenly emits powerful, bright lights and is capable of secreting and/or spitting acid.
Okay.
So they are notorious, and I can show you the image now that you've made the roll, because now it's not a spoiler.
Acid spitting jellyfish mushrooms.
Pretty much.
Sounds terrible when you say it out loud. Yep.
And so they are like blinding their targets and then spitting acid at them, and then when you keel over just kind of implanting themselves in the corpse and slowly dissolving it over time. Because they can get up and move. They're very slow, but they can move.
that image. That is certainly an image.
They are actually very commonly used as guards by things that places that either have gardens or various things that live like underground or in caverns. So like druids, dwarves. They are very popular in the Underdark. They are not exclusive to the Underdark.
Oh, then I should be very familiar with that. Oh no.
Yeah. I was like anywhere where a mushroom could plausibly blend in, they are popular as a type of guard.
Well,
kind of like a fungal version of a guard dog.
Gotcha. In that case,
Kyoki. Let me double check my control sheet here. Kyoki, with your passive investigation and what you're seeing in the cavern, it seems like this is the dumping ground that the Thin Giants were using to get rid of the bodies from the caravans they were hitting. Or also where they were disposing of anything they chose not to eat. They were just, kind of leaving it here for these things.
Hmm. So if I need to check that.
And we lost. There's Brian in technology.
There we go.
So yeah, that's what you guys are dealing with.
Okay, just made it.
What do you want to say versus evil plants?
He has a he has a phobia from the year or so he spent in the Underdark.
Well, that's why I was like, these are not exclusively Underdark things. They're just, they are down there also.
Oh yeah, I just kind of figured if he associates it with that.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, there he is. Okay.
Yeah. Had another phone call coming in.
Okay, so did you catch the part about the what your passive investigation would tell you about the room?
No. Last thing I heard. I'll say last thing I heard before the phone call came in was that the they're commonly used as guards, and then I was like, let me look up this GIF.
Okay. What your passive investigation tells you, it looks like that this room was being used as a dumping ground by the Thin Giants for either leftovers from things they captured for eating, or dumping the bodies of the caravan people.
Oh, those dickweeds.
So it's like after they killed them, and whatever they kill, and then whatever that was left over after they killed it and ate whatever they were interested in taking, they dumped it here, and the fungus just started consuming.
Okay, so chances are there's no loot in this room because this is where they threw everything after they looted and ate it. Okay.
You can see there's the passage continues on the other side of this chamber.
Okay, I meant like as far as anything in this room to loot. Okay.
Depends on whether you feel like tossing the pockets, but you also know that the plants themselves are, again, they're just plants. They're not, particularly, good or evil. They just consume. So, if left to their own devices, they probably won't do anything.
I guess I will ask the crew: do we want to try to just run by them, or do we want to engage them in combat?
If the captain were here, I'd say just throw a fireball in there unless we have some alchemist fire.
If the captain were here, she'd probably want to, talk and/or adopt them.
This is fair. All right. Mr. If I remember correctly, Ash, you are second in command.
Nope.
I thought that
I'm like third or fourth in command.
I thought that was Beland.
It's like Beland is second.
Aren't you third in command?
No, I'm above quartermaster. I'm third in command. Yes, because
yeah, it was weird because I was like, yeah, I don't even remember.
I'd say it goes Dylan, Belland, Ash, Ileana, Kyoki, Farron.
Yeah,
I remember if I was in charge and the rest of the crew's dead, basically.
Yeah, it's really weird because I'm like I don't care what the order is, but I looked up the actual order of like how ships and stuff are supposed to work, and it was like it's nowhere near the order.
Well, how is it supposed to work? I am happy to correct it. I'm just going off what was in the book I had.
Oh, I don't mind. I just thought it was funny. I was just laughing because I was like, wait, because apparently it was like quartermaster is also technically also the first mate. It's like they're both the same job.
They can be the same job. Yeah, the book I had did note they could be the same job or they could be separate.
Yeah.
I separated them because at the time I was doing it, I didn't have enough jobs for everybody if I didn't separate them.
Yeah, I'm like there are so many jobs that like one person basically does the exact same damn thing. So if I say I had no problem with this, I was like, oh hey, the guy in charge of finances, you're only better than the ship surgeon. He's like, wait, that's hilarious. I hired Ileana to take a position higher than me.
Well, actually, you hired Ileana for just as a healer. She just happens to be the ship's mage because Greg vanished. She got promoted into that after she was hired.
Oh man, it's just like the actual workforce. I trained someone to take a position that pays more than me.
Now, to be fair, she's getting paid the same as you because the ship works on shares.
Yeah, I know. It's just kind of funny. It's like I hired my own boss. Fuck no.
But yeah, how do you want to handle the mushrooms?
all right. I'm gonna say, all right, boss. Look back at Ash. How do you want to handle mushrooms? And if Ash, and I'll say, this is hilarious because if Ash doesn't want to do it, then I have to ask Liliana how she wants to do it. And then if yeah, okay, Tristan, or me.
Yeah, no, y'all are the players. Y'all make the call on this one. This is not a ship thing, so rank doesn't matter. This is a party decision.
Okay. Okay. Normally it's a rank decision. Normally we do leave it to rank, but I can see.
Well, I understand that, and if it wasn't the situation it was, I would be fine with that. But it's like, no, two of the two air quote highest ranking individuals are the GM. The GM is not going to force you into a situation.
If I wasn't the next two people in charge.
It's like, there are times the GM can force you into a fight. This is not one of them.
I know, I love it. It's like there's only three people in charge of the ship, and I'm two of them. Okay. Fucking hell. Okay. Kyoki is all about trying to basically avoid them and just run past them. Because Kyoki doesn't, I'll say, despite what people seem to think, Kyoki doesn't actually like engaging in violence and combat with people. If he does have to do it, he will enjoy it. But he doesn't actively go seeking it.
Okay.
It's all based on whether the crew thinks that they're capable of running around them. Because I'm assuming these things aren't exactly going to chase us. I mean, they're mushrooms.
I say, you do know they are capable of movement, but it is very slow.
Okay. Do you guys think that you can actually maneuver around them?
Second. And this is just like a fungus plant thing. That's a general thing of what you were saying.
Yeah, it's just a plant. Kyoki rolled high enough to know its creature classification is plant. So it is literally a plant creature. It is just an acid-spitting mushroom.
Oh, it doesn't give... Huh. Oh, I was looking in City and Wild here, and I thought it would give me essences to play with if I were to harvest it. But...
If they don't have something listed, it would probably count as stuff you could find in a cavern.
Okay. In which case, since it's just a fungus, I don't mind taking it down, and we can harvest it. Well, or at least take it with us to be harvested when we have a bit more time.
Okay. Quick question. Based on what we rolled, is there anything to harvest? I must say, is there anything that can be harvested from them that we can generally use?
Well, obviously the acid.
Or
Obviously the acid could be harvested for acid. It is a plant, so things that use plant material could potentially. You might be able to get potions or potion material out of it.
Okay, cool. And we come up with something that we could basically give to our potion maker back on the ship.
Possibly.
Okay.
Though I will remind you that currently everybody is right at their encumbrance threshold, so if you are carrying this, it will take you over. Did we lose you again?
Sorry. Yeah. What am I say? Was Ileana included in that carrying thing? Because, or was it just me, Ash, and Ash and
I
Baron?
included her.
Okay. All right. How much space? How much movement do we lose? Once we go over. How does that work?
I'm looking at it now.
'Cause I just want to make sure. I was like, if it was like Power World and you're like a half a pound over, suddenly you're just fucking crawling on the ground. It was like my maximum weight is 200. Sweet, 200 pounds, 5 ounces. Ah, you just fall over on the ground.
Oh no, the napkin! Oh, my back!
I mean, seriously, I've seen so many games like literally the moment that you go over even by an ounce, suddenly your character is like crippled with fucking movement being absolutely gone.
Your speed drops to 5 feet.
Damn, that's a heavy tissue.
Drops 5 feet or 5 feet?
2 5 feet.
Wow, so I put an ounce on and suddenly I lose 35 feet. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, I'll give you some wiggle room. An ounce isn't going to do it, but you know.
Jesus fuck. I know I'm just talking, I'm just saying it's hilarious. I go 1 pound over. No,
You're
so
also
goddamn,
disadvantaged to life.
You gotta play this like the Price is Right. You gotta get the closest without going over.
That you have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws that use your physical stats, and your speed is 5 feet.
Got it.
Okay, yep. Let's not try to harvest this thing then, and maybe go around because, I mean, you're looking. Do you see anything of use?
Besides, I'll say based on what I rolled, just the plants. I'll say. Forgive me, I'm making a quick ice cream run, so I've left my computer, but I still have my sheet on my phone.
Okay.
So
That's it, yeah. You can either go through the chamber, or you can try the other route that you guys decided not to take.
Ileana, how comfortable do you feel with your ability to be able to bob and weave and maneuver through?
Okay, I guess, as she taps her stick around.
Okay. I know Ash is okay. You know, armor can't, acid can't get through the armor. So
I mean, it can, but it has to work at it.
all right, and I'm fast, so see, I'm fast. You're tanky. She's a druid, so technically these animals should leave her alone anyway.
I mean, that's not entirely how druids work, but sure.
Can't you just tell them to fuck off?
I mean, she can potentially ask if she blows a spell slot. They have the right to say no.
Oh, no rights?
As like being a druid does not guarantee plant monsters won't attack you, which just means you can ask them politely not to.
You guys seem like you're in the middle of Eden. Can we just go? All right. No, don't want her wasting her spells. All right. So, okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's just go ahead and try to book it.
Okay.
Okay, I suggest we use the larger area of the fork to switch positions so you can be in point still.
I mean, should still be a point.
Yeah, so he's in point.
Oh, are you wanting to try to move around the fungus?
He's wanting to go through the fungus room. Charge just straight across the fungus room.
Okay. I mean, it's a fungus. It
So
shouldn't be
that's
friendly.
what I was asking, if people feel like they can actually manage to get through. And if somebody gets caught, then we engage in combat. You know, in the spirit of the captain, let's try not to murder anything.
Yes, let's do that.
So you can't be like, so what'd you guys do while I was gone? Oh, well, we just went to this room and killed these plants that were just eating and minding their own business.
Oh no!
And we can't stealth through because I don't really trust the rest of the group stealth to be able to make it through. Also, I think I'm kind of think I'm the only person with decent stealth.
I'm good against average people. I'm good against average people.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I think you have two. Um, um,
Okay, well, I mean, all we can do is try. So let's just truck on forward and hope that we're silent enough.
$2 and change.
yeah, hello?
Hey, I still hear you. And your $2 and
Sorry.
change. Okay,
Dude
I'm
just-
going to need everybody to
Yeah,
roll
some dude
initiative.
just some
Because
dude just walked up
Trimmersons.
to my. Some dude just walked up to my car with like effectively no pants on. So that was a bit jarring. I say he just walked up to my car and was like $2. He was like $2, no change. You know, he was like $2, all coins, and I was like, the fuck? Is this a tax? You a bridge troll? What the fuck?
Hey, Brian, if you can roll me initiative, please. And if Ileana can roll
I'm
initiative.
working on
Oh, we
it.
did.
Aha!
I see Farron's. I don't see Ileana's.
Yeah, hers is the one
Let's
of the NPC box structure. It is
17.2.
Oh, I pressed the button for it.
See,
Fine.
I have
do
17.
this, though.
Yep, I got yours, Brian.
I have 17.2.
There it is, 21.
I have. Right, I have 5 stun points. I rolled 5, 1, 1. Oh wait, say no. Sorry. Wait, say no. Sorry, nope. I did that wrong. No, it's 12.2. Sorry, 5, 1, 1 plus 5. So yeah, 12.2, 12.20. But with 5 stunt points, so I'm going to use my step points in order to gain myself an extra 25 feet of movement.
Okay.
That's exactly what I need to be able to move fucking 65 feet of her turn. Hell, I might just be able to use my bonus action, just dash all the way across the room one go. I don't know
Okay.
how big the room is.
So first is Ileana.
Okay.
Of course. Fastest druid in the West.
Given that you can't progress forward,
You can move through an allied hex. It just costs you 5 feet extra.
I thought with how narrow everything was from the descriptions from last session, we couldn't really do that.
Depends on where you are.
Okay. 15.
I can't remember. Did you guys ever eat at Raising Cane's?
20.
No, I don't think I've had them yet. One just opened up here on
Okay.
Boulevard, but I don't think we've stopped there yet.
Yeah, that's the one I'm passing
Takes
by
the
now,
dodge
and
action,
they seem to be
and that'll
fucking
be it.
packed.
Okay. Next is Ash. So that's 10. 25.
As the second time today that I had to help somebody not kill themselves at the intersection of Robin Hood Road and Boulevard.
Okay. Ash is through. Next is Kyoki, who has a move of 40 plus 25. Yep, so 65.
25. Yeah. Is 65 enough to get me across the room?
Oh, easily. Even spending 5 feet to slip by Ash, that still gets you well and clear.
Okay.
All right.
I will. I'll say. I can't hold an action. I must say I moved, so I can't hold an action.
You didn't take your action, so you still have your action, and if you hold, you can hold an action, which will cost you a reaction.
Okay, I will go ahead and hold that to. Was I last in the turn order?
No, you're right in the middle.
Okay, cool. I will hold that. I will hold that. Jesus Christ, who rolled lower than me?
David.
Oh, all right. I will hold that to be able to try and, in case these plants decide to attack someone, to fire Eldritch Blast at them.
Okay.
Okay. Have people been stealthing
So,
or
bas-
just
so basically,
moving?
Ash just ran
basically
through. As
doing
far as I
cover.
know, Kyoki just ran through.
Yeah, I just ran through. I'm at the other side, and I'm pretty much, trying to do cover for you guys in case they try to attack someone.
Okay, in which case I will dash.
Okay. As this is all roughly happening at the same time, you guys dash through. The funguses seem to pull their roots up out of the bodies, and very slowly, the roots seem to be acting kind of like insect legs. It very slowly like skitters over the forms, and then like a sprinkler head starts lobbing balls of acid at all four of you. One shot each. I'm not going to use it on.
And AC is 20.
Yep. Here we go. Blip, 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 blip.
Misses me?
Misses everybody except Kyoki.
Huh!
At the same time they are doing that, their bioluminescence seems to flare up to the point where it is actually painful to look at. I need everyone except Ilyana to make a con save.
Well, question, if I'm looking forward with it...
It is reflecting off the moisture and everything in the
Okay.
cavern. It is just filling the room with light. So I need a con save from Kyoki and Farron. And Farron just rolls his.
You'll be able...
And I presume Brian is dealing with cash register or something, and that's why he's making me wait a minute. Which I guess means I will go collect food since apparently, Mom thinks now, write the comments, sorry, did that food be right?
Good.
Hello?
Hey, Trish is snagging food at the moment. I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Did you
Did I get my did I get that
put it
con
in
save?
the yeah, put it in. I need to if somebody could roll me a D10 because I believe that needs to be rolled in chat.
Where does the D10 come from?
Aren't the modifiers have I'm gonna say oh sorry shit. I was like how do the saves work? Do we just get like
It's 3d6 plus your unless you are proficient in the stat, it's 3d6 plus the stat modifier.
I am proficient in
Then
con saves.
then your proficiency bonus is added to the modifier, which so it'll be 3d6 plus whatever the number is on your sheet
All right.
under con save.
Okay. Let's see. I thought it was plus 10. I might be wrong.
Okay. Shouldn't be a D10 regardless. It should be a flat number.
All right. On sheet, do your thing.
I have 3d6 plus 2 as your con save. Plus 10 is your
Okay.
dex.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. So
13.
11.
11 plus 2 is 13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay, so...
Damn it, I've been soul flared.
Yep. None of you have a shield or anything. So you are blinded.
Ah.
And unless you have something to grant resistance, you are also... take 24 points of acid.
Do you take acid damage even if you made the save?
Well, there's the attack and then there's the soul. Those are two separate things.
Oh.
I died. Fuck, son of a bitch.
Now, I know you held an action to fire off some Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah.
You may do that now. You are blinded, so that is at disadvantage.
So it didn't happen simultaneously as they were doing their thing, or
No. You said it fired off at everybody, and you said your reaction went off when in the event somebody was attacked. So,
okay.
So you were reacting to them.
All right. So that's at disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now it's a mushroom, so it's probably not very dodgy. But
No, never underestimate the mushrooms.
All right. 21 and 18, but this works out well because 18 is almost 10 points.
Yep. 18 hits.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait, fuck, I forgot there. I'll just how many mushrooms are there?
It is one group of 2. So for the purposes of your thing, it's one target.
Okay. So I got to do this 3 times.
So yeah, just roll damage 3 times. Oh yeah, you got to roll 3 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 18, 23, and 15.
All of those hit.
Wow. Okay.
Again, it's a mushroom.
I thought 15.
5th edition.
I don't know. I thought being clumped together would increase the AC or something.
It has high AC for its CR.
Okay.
And by that, I mean it has an AC. Because, 5th edition players feel bad if they miss. That's literally the reason why AC is the way it is. Game developers like players feel bad if they miss, so we gave them low AC.
Fuck no. Okay. So 5, 3, and 3. Force damage.
So 11.
So yeah, 5, 3, and 3 damage for that. Actually, did get 4 stunt points on one of them, so don't exactly. I think I can do extra damage before.
I don't know, because you're using a spell.
1 second.
Yeah,
There is an
I believe.
equivalency. Let's see.
I believe
There
there's an equivalency of
is
spell or something like that.
lethal spell take use 5, and that's plus 2d.
What's on the
There's
4?
4. Fast casting, imposing spell, split spell. For 2, you can do mighty spell, and that's plus 1d.
Okay, I'll do mighty spell, and I believe I can also do a thing that allows me to use my extra remaining. Is there one on there that says you can use your extra remaining thing to grant a +2 to your AC?
Yeah, magic shield. It costs you 3 though.
Okay. I don't trust my D6, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the magic shield. And I don't believe that an extra D6 of damage is actually gonna take one of these things up. So
Okay. Anybody refooting?
No, I'm good.
Ileana.
yeah, there's no point.
Eh. Eh. Hmm. No, can't do that. Can Ileana make a nature roll to try to recall some kind of what's his mushroom repellent?
Mushroom repellent?
I mean, it's a plant creature, so
What are you trying to accomplish with the knowledge check? When you say mushroom repellent, what kind of effect are you looking for?
for it to back off.
Okay, so you're trying to recall some kind of way of repelling a fungus creature like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be her action, but she can do that.
18. That's a skill roll, not a rage.
Well, like most funguses, these things would probably thrive, seemingly thrive in, moist, nutrient-rich environments. So if you would come up with some way of either drying out the area or convincing it there are no more nutrients here worth its time, it probably would move. Could be convinced to move on.
Okay, so nothing.
What she knows about this creature in particular, you can't really frighten it off or anything.
Okay.
Because it is, somewhat, simple-minded as a plant. So most of its motivations, are based around the idea of it's trying to, like most creatures, it's just trying to eat and survive.
Okay. Well, she won't say anything then. She'll just move to where she be.
Okay.
And
You say she should still have her bonus?
yeah, she's gonna spend a key point to be dodgy.
Okay. Ash will look around between, Kyoki and the rest of the group. Like, are we still backing off, or are we engaging?
Still backing off, especially if they're not chasing us.
All right, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Plants. Ah! Just
So,
kind of rubbing
given
my
the
eyes.
size of that space, I will allow him to squeeze by Kyoki. He's going to take the dodge action now. Alright, so that's it for Ash. Let me double check this. Okay, Kyoki, it's your turn again.
Yeah. Um, Seeing as how I'm blind, can't really do shit. Take the hold up my sword to try to sense, to try to sense where things might be coming from, and just start backing up and take the dodge action.
Okay. Because you were
It's like somebody
you were doing a
point.
blind
It's like somebody
feel,
take.
I'm going to count you as half movement.
Yeah. It's like somebody else is gonna have to take point until I can see again.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you may attempt the con save again.
Unless I can get this going, and then never mind. 3d6 plus 2. I don't believe I get bonuses from Farron, right?
Oh, you're not close enough to me.
$16.
You are no longer blind. Despite what your token would indicate, you have remembered how eyes work. Baron?
See, the reverse happened. Like, the light went off and I opened my eyes and now I'm blind. But now that my eyes are closed, I can see again.
Okay, I will back up to here, and I would like to. It's too wide. And I'll get ready to unleash a blast at it if it goes after Ileana.
Okay. The pair mushrooms will waddle some more.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Okay, they cannot see Kyoki, but they can see Ash. Indeed. So, Ash has 3/4 cover. Okay. Okay, with 3/4 cover, that is a miss on Ash. That's half cover for Farron. I'm going to call that a miss. Pretty sure that's a miss on Farron.
Yeah, with half cover.
Ileana, I believe 21 hits, but the 12 misses.
Yeah, she was being dodgy, so.
Oh, right, I forgot to roll for that. Okay, so I will just do this again. Okay, so 19 and 12, those both miss, I believe.
The 19 would match.
Okay, so 19 hits, no stun points though. Okay, so Ileana takes 23 acid. I think she's resistant to acid, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Ow!
And Baron needs to make me a con save versus the flash effect again.
Oh, is it did it again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. I take it my reaction goes off then since it attacked Ileana?
Mm-hmm. I'll attack the multiple of you, but yes. $20 definitely hits for 1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. The, can't exactly do an energy dam.
Top of the round is Ileana. Is now engaged with you for the record.
Kibo's action disengage. And action dash.
Okay.
Ow, 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 ow.
Okay. And she's moving. He's going to stop his movement early so there's enough room for people to get past him. Because once you get into that tunnel, it's harder. Kyoki, your turn.
Yes. All right. Back on my computer. All right. Ren and Ileana are still behind. Something happened with Ileana while she's still so far behind?
She just ran up to be in the middle of the group.
Okay, never mind. It finally caught up. She was still in the room just now, and then as soon as I asked, then all their tokens just started moving. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I guess I'll be rubbing my eyes. God, motherfucker, God damn. All right. Keep straight ahead because the pathway to the left seems to go back similar to where we came. Hello?
Yeah, take your movement.
Okay. See. I'll say, that's what I was asking. I was like, Hopper, shh. Do you want to go left or right?
You're pretty sure left goes back the way you came.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty sure turning left would take you back down the passage. You're pretty sure that that passage basically loops around back to the mushroom room.
Okay. So at this point, based on the map that I've created, seems like we've explored the majority of this place.
Yeah, the map. Going map north takes you back to the hole you used to get down here. Based on your guess, turning left would again loop back around the way you came. So yeah, you're pretty sure you've mapped most of the relevant parts of this cavern, if not the whole thing.
Okay. All right then. Start making my way back. There we go. That's my movement phase.
Mm-hmm. Aaron?
Okay, given that, let's just not be in. Whoops. Let's just not be involved in this. I hope it's not pursuing us. Well, it's moving really slow anyway, so. I moved. I'll take the action to be dodgy.
Okay. You'll see like a bunch of globs of acid fly down the hallway and just kind of impact the wall because it doesn't have eyes on anybody.
Okay.
Pretty sure one more round should be enough for this. Unless you guys make some weird decisions on your movement.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's not Kyoki's turn yet.
Sorry. Oh, we're still in combat?
Yeah.
Oh. Thought it would have given up? Okay.
It still has a chance to potentially get somebody in line of sight, so that's like one more movement phase should get you out of combat, but until then. As it's Ileana's turn now, Ileana moved there. Ash will take his movement. Yeah, a little squeeze. Okay. Now Kyoki can take his movement, which puts him up at the hole. Baron takes his movement.
Step over here, so there's no space. Do we have a rope here? I can't.
Yeah, you guys used a rope to get down.
Okay.
Dash.
Okay. Yeah, at this point, you guys... You guys will have outpaced the creature to the point where you guys can get to the hole and start climbing up, before it can... Cool.
Can we like free move to the 0.6 there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole lot of giant.
You can still hear the... It's, quieted down, but you still hear the very, soft whimpering of somebody who basically cried himself to sleep over in the far end of the cavern from the giant.
Just be asleep! Go to fucking sleep! Snore! Have shallow breaths!
Just go over there.
Well, I mean, it isn't sleep. It's just, again, very sad. Again, it sounds like it cried itself to sleep.
I know, it's really sad.
We just go over there and just like, I'm feeling bad about what we did. Well, technically, I didn't do anything. What am I talking about?
Ironically, it was the captain.
I mean, all of you came in and slapped the fuck out of them. She just blew up one guy.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, I think it's
to
something
be fair-
different about your friends waking up later and then one being misted. I think there's a little bit of a difference there.
to be fair, I showed up after it happened, so I got there. I was like, "Wait, why is there gore all over the wall?" I had none of those. But okay, sure, we've got this going. Everything is good to go.
Isn't there a hidden thing that you found? That you and Ileana found?
Yeah, there was the secret door you guys found over here.
Yeah, upstairs. Yeah, we got to get back upstairs. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
immediately we're back upstairs.
right.
Also, pulling up the rope.
If you would kindly make me an athletics check just to see how easily you can climb the rope. You guys can definitely climb up. No, this is more of a how long does it take you roll.
Oh, well, that's really
So
weird.
athletics.
Mm-hmm.
uh, fuck. Hold
Is
up.
that you will be able to climb out. It's just a question of how easy a time do you have of it.
I know. Hold up a sec. I know. Okay.
It's like, no matter what you roll, you'll be able to do it.
Pretty good for my +0.
Mm. It takes you guys about single file people, like having sliding a little bit and then gaining a little bit more ground, sliding a little bit more, and that dealing with the slippery rock face and that kind of thing. It takes you guys a few minutes to climb back out.
Okay.
There's a couple slips, lightly that you can walk it off, but like lightly twisted ankle kind of thing that recovers in a few minutes, but hurts at the time.
Right.
But everybody's able to pull themselves out.
Good.
Some are a little sorer than others. You are now back in the giant sleeping chamber, and you can, the giant that cried itself to sleep over in the corner. The campfire they were using is now faintly glowing embers because nobody's maintained it in the last hour or so.
Now let's check out that other passageway.
Alright, so heading up through here. I guess make an investigation roll as I start walking. So
Yeah.
I will go ahead and do the thing of speedy. I'll say speedy search.
Okay.
Yeah, speedy search.
As
And
you start making your way down the stairs, you can hear the echoing sounds of conversation in Draconic, specifically the Drakengard variant. And you can see a faint glow coming from the bottom of the stairs and at the end of the tunnel beyond, because you have your fancy vision.
all right.
Oh, cool. I can understand Draconic as well.
Those of you who do understand Drakengard Draconic, aka Draconic, it just seems to be idle conversation. You can make out, kind of hard to tell, 3, maybe 4 voices. Some of them are a little higher, squeakier than others.
Hmm. Do they sound hungry?
Make me an insight check. Actually, you didn't roll an investigation, so you don't hear.
Oh.
'Cause
I thought it was just ambient.
No, it's because he rolled an investigation, so he's actively.
Okay.
Your passive is not high enough to hear it from the top of the stairs.
Never mind then.
Once you get to the bottom, a little bit further in, then you'd be able to hear it, but not from the top of the stairs there.
Is there anything we're waiting for?
I will
And
let folks
Shieldy
know
probably
it's
would
like
have
there's
heard it coming from right about here-ish.
yeah. I will motion back up to the crew that hey, there's some people. There's some people down here speaking Draconic, idle chit chat. I'll say idle chit chat and banter.
Farron, right about there, you'll be able to start picking up on it.
Alright.
So you can make the insight check if you like. And judging from my preview vision tool, it looks like you can see some of them. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not.
Yeah, one right there.
Yep. Farron, no, they do not sound particularly hungry. Let's see. Farron, you can kind of make out what looks like a couple of Dragonborn in, maybe half plate. Where they're from, it's a kind of a Middle Eastern bent on the heavier armor. And you can kind of make out at the far end of your vision, if this tool is accurate, which it kind of is, a smaller reptilian type individual in a kind of more of a flowy robes and much lighter, maybe possibly leather or cloth armor.
Hmm.
So two heavily armored individuals and one much less armored. Kyoki, you have a much clearer view on the two heavily armored individuals. They do indeed seem to be some kind of Drakengard infantry, fighter type. Insignias on the shields and the armor would indicate they belong to one of the houses. One of the houses.
House.
So not just random mercenary types. They do seem to actually be affiliated with somebody with some degree of power.
I was hoping to use the fire outside to allure them with cooking food smells, but they don't sound particularly hungry. But my question is, what are the Drakengard doing here? Has anyone heard of any reports? This is kind of far away from their territory.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time we found their interest wandering around on foreign soil. We found that spy camp back in that monastery near Saltmarsh, where they were supplying the Skavor and everything.
Well, that was more of like an ocean thing. This is very inland. Kyoki, you have more Drakengard experience than I do. Do you have any thoughts as to what to do about this particular situation?
Yeah. Give me one moment.
Finally transitioned from Adventure 1 to Adventure 2.
Hmm?
And you finally transitioned from Adventure 1 to Adventure 2.
Oot!
You went through the door.
Okay. Yes, I do have more, let's see, more relative experience with Drakengard. Jesus Christ, that insight's ridiculous. Okay. Okay. What were you hoping for me to be able to tell you?
If you have any thoughts on how to handle the situation, given your experience, is there like a sign we can use to attract them to an area so that we can sneak by or maybe root through anything that's left down there? Do you have any semblance of like, is there a actually, I might be able to roll for this. Is there like a spot in the back of their neck we can hit just to knock them out? But that's just like a medical question. So
I'll say Kyoki's. Kyoki's gonna look at
I
you
can roll
with
that.
a Kyoki's gonna look at you with a more sadistic and angry looking smile than what you're used to. Trust me, I am very, very well adapted at taking them out.
Hmm. Hmm. Hey.
As a matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'd be more than happy to go and take them out right now.
I would like to question them if possible.
What could you possibly ask them besides the fact that they're terribly cruel, maniacal, evil, peasant-killing bastards?
Oh no, I have no doubt that 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 they are marauders and sons of bitches, but them being this far out, and as Ash mentioned, the salt marsh operation, this sounds like it's something larger going on. If the Dragon Guard are going to start pushing at borders or trying to gain access to, I don't know, a whispering well or something, we should probably find out in order to stop something bigger.
He'll kind of look at you as like, I suppose my sword is a little thirsty. I guess we could ask a few questions before we throw them down there. Throw them down there with the mushrooms.
As you say your sword is thirsty, you just see the specter of your wife's eyes light up.
Da, da, da,
You like the, must say, you like the sound of that, honey?
She seems pretty enthused, yeah.
Guess dragons. Must say, guess dragons on the menu today. Some semblance of revenge sounds nice.
Hmm.
It is the lawful good thing to do. Must say,
Well, the
well,
penalty for baby
no.
killing is
I,
death. So,
I'm like, yes, that is. Must say, wait, I'm lawful good. This isn't revenge. This is justice. It's so much different when you're not the evil in it. We can do the exact same thing, but I get to call it something else. Makes me feel. I must say, I will admit, it makes me feel good when the people that I don't like, I can justify causing harm to them because they're just worse. Because they don't exactly have to be the bad guys; they just have to be worse than me. And the captain's not here to talk to them.
true, but I still do want to talk to them.
I believe there was a play that I watched one time where I must say where this tyrannical leader let two people escape to go send a message. And then the tyrannical leader said to the archer, "How many people does it take to relay a message?" And the archer said, "Just one," and drew his bow.
Hmm.
It is a tale. It is a tale from my wife's country.
That's true enough.
I believe it was the epic of it was the epic of someone from the kingdom of the Kitsune known as Mulan.
Things are kind of narrow as it is, and with that story in mind, I suggest we take a few pebbles to perhaps entice them up here, so we're not in a area held held by them, so to speak.
They're Dragon Guard. They can't be that talented. When have you ever seen a talented Dragonborn?
Well, there's a few rather competent ones in Corvus, from what I've heard.
Hmm. Well, if all the competent ones are in Corvus, then that means we have all the idiotic ones right here. As if a Dragonborn could ever be a hero.
Well,
Someone crib sneezes.
yeah, I know, right? Okay, well, given your apt nature, if you're not wanting to leave them up here, then by all means, go and...
I can lead them up here. I can lead them up here. If you would like. If you would like to funnel them into this death hole. I believe I can Eldritch Blast. I believe I can Eldritch Blast one.
Well, I was thinking the larger chamber where the hole is.
I like Kyoku's gonna be like, I like the way you do things. I like the way you do. It was like I like the way you do things. Lead them up here, and then we can kick them down the hole, and they'll break their legs, and then they'll be trapped down there. You are quite the sadistic one, fan. I like the surgeon. Surgeon of Death is what I should call you.
Taking a drink.
All right.
Because all the stuff on my back is heavy.
Okay, so we're just going to try to lead them up here, correct?
Yes, if you don't mind, I would like to prepare by going around this this corner here. This corner here.
You're falling all the way back to there. Okay.
Oh, if the intent is to lead them, to like a round hole area, then yeah.
We just Spartan boot them in.
I don't quite know how effective it would be, but at least it would, again, bring them out of an area that they're intimately familiar with to an area they're only somewhat familiar with. Provided they didn't come in through some alternative means. Ileana will heal people. I imagine she's not too enthused about
No, she's like
the situation.
Are we fighting again? Okay. Where do you need me to be? I got you all back, but where do you want me? Okay, position her wherever you feels appropriate for your ambush.
That should be enough to maneuver within healing range.
Okay. Where do you want Ash, since you guys are setting up an ambush and seem to have a plan?
Kyoki, I believe you're familiar with their tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Where would Ash be best positioned?
What would I roll to know that?
Well, I mean, you guys are just kind of setting up an ambush. It's, tactics are tactics are tactics. They're probably going to send a guy and he'll come up there with his sword and try to stab something. So we're.
I didn't know. I spent a good chunk of time running from them. So I was like, did I have to roll anything to figure out the most advantage?
And so they seem to, their combat tactics are roughly similar to, in terms of on the ground like this. Their combat tactics are pretty much similar to anybody else's. It's like they're guys with swords and shields. They do what guys with swords and shields do.
Okay.
What do warrior do?
Cool.
Since you don't have you didn't go down further to get a better idea of what you're dealing with in terms of forces, you can only make
Okay.
guesses based on the guys you can see, which is two guys with plate, half plate swords and shields.
Okay. Which case, I will must say, with the idle chat that we've been hearing, have we heard any names be thrown around? Like with them talking to each other?
Not names in particular, but there definitely seems to be some kind of, for want of a better way of phrasing it, there seems to be a certain degree of bullying going on.
Bullying?
I was like, whoever's talking, there seems to be an it's kind of like an argument, but it's definitely more of a one-sided one.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. In which case, once we have the ambush set up, let's see. Have Ash. Let's see. Who? I can't see around that corner. Is anyone standing right here?
I say, you see what you... nobody's standing there right now, no. It's like, Eliana's further back by the beds. Farron is just around the corner.
Okay. Ash would probably do best right here.
Okay, so you want Ash around that corner? Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to say, so that when they come running around the corner, they can't see you. Okay. If you could probably tuck yourself in, like, right here, because they might be able to see you coming around the corner.
Okay.
All right.
So, fortunately, this is an ambush, not a sneak attack. There's a difference.
Yeah. That's the reason why I was like, if I can basically be like, hey, have them focus on me, and then they step out here, too busy looking at me, Farron can come out and drop kick him and kick him down the hole, and then, Ash can probably put him in a sleeper hold, like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, and then just throw them down the hole, too. Or we can knock them out, take all their shit, and then throw them down the hole naked.
All right.
I don't know how Ash feels about doing that.
That's true. Ash really isn't a soldier so much as a monster hunter. So that's my understanding of it anyway.
I guess he could be like Trash Knights fight with honor.
He's demonstrated some degree of honor, but he's not beholden to like a chivalry code or anything.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, it seems to be circumstantial. He was like, I'm not going to hit this guy. He's down on the ground. And like the tall, like, rapey giant, he was like, nah, fuck this guy.
Okay, I think we're all in position.
I'd say he seemed to have demonstrated a certain degree of rage issues that may override the honor.
Okay.
I was like, I try to be this, but I don't always succeed, kind of thing.
All right. Kyoki is going to kind of head back up here a little, and I'm going to go ahead and yell. I'm going ahead and attempt to say he's trying to lure him up here, so deception seems like the best idea. By screaming down there in Draconic, like yelling down there in Draconic. It was like, the way they're talking implies that there's more of them than just the two, I would assume.
From there, you can see you see the two guys in the plate mail, and you see the much smaller robed one.
Okay. Okay, I was trying. All right.
Since you have more experience in this regard, you're pretty sure that smaller one might actually be a kobold.
Okay.
And that seems to be the one, and the bigger ones seem to be talking down to the smaller one.
Fucking all right. Fucking enslaving bastards. Okay.
It's less enslavement in your experience and more of a caste system kind of thing.
Yeah. Caste system is effectively, you know.
Well, at a caste level, so it just happens to be slavery.
Yeah, I must say the caste system is effectively economic enslavement.
Well, that's it. A kobold could be as wealthy as a dragonborn. It's kind of like a racist thing in the sense that it's like, I'm a dragonborn. I'm big and burly and closer to dragons and smarter. You're dumb little kobold who keeps exploding himself with his own bombs. Ha ha ha. Because stereotypically, not necessarily true, but stereotypically, kobolds are kind of on the slow side in terms of intelligence.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to kind of tell you guys is like if the kobold comes up here, let's leave him alone. We can probably, you know, talk to him and see if they're victims of a system. Dragonborn, however, you know, fuck those guys.
Okay.
I'll say let's see if we can talk some sense into the kobold. You know, so. But all right. See, don't fail me, deception. Okay.
Okay, under the circumstances, I'm going to have you roll at disadvantage.
Okay. Come on, roll higher.
Then.
Fuck, I could have used those.
Okay, so what are you trying to accomplish with this deception?
To convince them that by kind of yelling in draconic light is like hey those stupid giants I'll say drop the bag of platinum up here. I think it fell out of their stinky little grubby hands.
Okay, from there you can see the larger ones looking around like who the hell? Hey, who's up there? It's like seems to be looking to somebody you couldn't see from your position. It's like, did you let somebody through? I was like, no, nobody came through. The lady was very clear, nobody in or out. It's like, the big ones look back up. One of the big ones looks back up. Who the hell are you? Identify yourself.
Is anyone going to help? Or, I mean, if you guys don't want it, I suppose. All right, fine. It's mine then.
Who are you?
I'm Tips of the Law. You stay down there. This is fine. I'm gonna take this platinum and I'm just gonna go. You guys have a good day.
Who the hell is that?
I'll say, don't mind me. I found I was looking for something and I found my way in here, and I'm now attempting to. I found my way in here, and I saw a campfire and some different things, and there's some treasure that seems to be around here. So I'm just going to help myself to some of it. I'm assuming it's not yours.
No, it's not. I don't know who the hell you are, but no, it's not ours.
Ah.
Hey, come here. No, shut up. The lady was very clear. We stay down here. Nobody in or out.
Wait, you have. No, so he was like, wait, so why are you down there? Why can't you come up here?
We're guarding that.
What are you doing?
Oh, shut up.
What are you doing down there?
If you don't know, then you don't need to know. Forget you ever heard anything and get out of here before we come up there and, silence you permanently.
Wait, hold on. You're threatening me after I barged into your house. The nerve.
The nerve.
What sort of guest are you? Are you Dragonborn? With those foul manners?
It's the exact amount of manners you deserve, oh mysterious voice. Claiming to be one of ours, yet refusing to identify yourself?
I haven't heard a name from you either.
We're not the ones who were, blundered around trying to convince people to leave their post.
Okay, then on the count of three, we'll both say our names. All right? Sound
I
good?
gotta flip open a book real quick.
You'll say their name and you'll say "fuck you."
I gotta get my Dragonborn name list, that's all.
I thought you were going to hop on Google and do like the Dragonborn name generator.
That'd probably be faster, but, I got one here in Xanathars, might as well use it. Okay.
It's a D100 list, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Xanathars are great. They got an entire appendix of, D100 chart names for, different races, different, cultures, like Celtic and Mesoamerican and shit.
Nice.
That's what I usually use to generate the NPC names for, this game and, when I'm rolling life paths. So yeah, you actually yelling out your name, or?
Considering that, I'll say, I'm going to go ahead and it was like 1, 2, 3, Yanagi.
Kirathon, House Bashir!
I know he's a Bashir.
I will say, I will say Yanagi of, let's see, don't have my background sheet up, but I will yell out the village. I'll say the small town that I was from in the Drakengard Empire.
Yeah.
Not exactly used to all of you, not exactly used to you guys being down in caves.
Well, sometimes, the most valuable things can be found in caves.
I wish I could say that he was wrong.
So I'm gonna say, there was some tall lumbering giants around here. Do you know what that's about?
Well, that's, you seem to be in their den, so that's what that's about.
Oh. So what happens when it becomes my den?
Well, you keep what you kill.
Okay.
Enjoy that pile of shit.
Do you know the tall, slender one?
No.
Okay. There was some tall vampiric one that seemed to be able to bend and contort.
No, not familiar. But I'm not part of the group that, explored the lower caverns.
Okay.
You just gotta keep talking. Shut up.
Do you? Who do you keep telling to shut up? It seems very mean.
It's just a kobold. Nothing to worry about. You can shut up and fireball your motherfucking face. What was that? Nothing!
Mr. Kobold, do you need assistance?
No, just a raise.
If you would like more money, and if all you're being done is being paid to follow them, I can use this money that's up here in order to pay you more.
Yeah, I don't think that, accepting a bribe to leave my lord's service while standing next to two of his knights would be in my best interest.
Your lord's a prick, and his knights are pussies.
That's it! Come down here and say that to our face!
You really think I would come? You think I must say come down there? You really think I'd stoop down to a dragonborn's level? Like any of you know how to fight with honor. I'm pretty sure you just try to. I'm pretty sure you just try to ambush me like some sort of like some sort of coward.
Want to talk? You know, cowering in the shadows?
Cowering in the shadows, I'm up here in the open. You're down there in the narrow path, and must say you're down there doing God knows what with the kobolds.
No, it seems pretty open down here.
That's what, of course, that's what you would say in order to lure me in some sort of ambush.
Well, then it seems we have reached an impasse.
We have reached an impasse where I just stand up here and I make fun of your Lord and Savior. I say, make fun of your, make fun of your short-statured, pudgy little dragonborn lord, and I'll say, and his poorly ill-equipped knights. I'll say too busy cowering in a cave. I'll say too busy cowering in a cave covered by rocks because you're afraid of some little trolls.
Will you shut him up? Fang! Fang!
That sounded like a tiny voice. Are you sending the kobold up here? Do I hear them casting?
1 second, I gotta measure something out real quick and then I can answer that. Okay, so I need to move up a hex. Okay. That would be more accurate. Okay. Given the distance... Yeah, no.
Okay.
You do see the red ball of force come flying up the stairs, though, before impacting the wall and detonating.
Okay.
So, I need Theron and Kyoki to make me Dex saving throws.
I see.
As for how Kyoki has evasion. Okay, so you both succeed. So Farron takes 8 fireball damage, Kyoki takes nothing.
Ugh.
Sorry. I'm not exactly sure what you were trying to do. Your fireball sucks.
Thank
didn't even hit
you!
me. Must say, leave it to the dragonborn to send the kobold. Must say, send the kobold to do their own dirty work. Let's see. Antagonizing them would be intimidation, or
Yep.
Okay. If you must say, if you must say, I can't tell if that was actually a fireball or your mother's breath smell, your mother talking in my face.
You are really starting to tick us off. You know that?
That didn't tick you off instead of you guys sitting down there eating the ticks off of each other's backs.
Good one.
Pretty sure you'll find a good one somewhere in between the scales. I'll say after that whole fireball, I'm gonna take a few steps back and just keep yelling louder.
It's like,
If I yell loud, I'll say if I yell loud enough, it's not like it's not like they can't hear me yelling anyway. That was a close one.
oh, that's how we do it. So you fell back into the room. Okay. Let's see, as people don't have weird sight or anything.
Other than, dark vision.
Alright. Okay. You've fallen back into the room.
I would like to make a stealth roll just so I'm actually hiding behind this corner.
Okay.
Ela will also be hiding around that rock.
That's a very low pallet type thing that it's clearly one of the giant's beds. It's not very high.
Oh, okay. I thought with it being a giant's bed, it would at least be half.
I'd say if she squats, she might be able to get 3/4 out of it.
Okay, then that'll work.
I'm gonna sit on this rock right here.
Yeah, if you're trying to hide, you need a stealth.
Oh, well, that's actually pretty good stuff. It's almost 2 away from your mat. Yeah, it's 2 away from your mats.
I know, really nice.
Shit, look at you. Stealth and shit.
Wait a moment. You think you hear some movement? Wait another moment. Don't see anything. Wait another moment. Think you hear some more movement. Wait another moment. Nothing.
Do we hear any casting? Because unless it's
Not from way up there, no.
Yeah. Well, my impression with the verbal components I know was that it in no way was whispered.
No, it normally is assumed to be at a normal speaking cadence.
Okay, I thought it was actually louder than that. But okay.
No, usually my understanding is you're not like shouting it at the top of your lungs. You're just saying it.
Okay. I only bring that up because I know the rules are fairly definitive of its like seemingly it seems to be unhideable.
Well, yeah, they're not hiding it. It's just you guys are far enough away that you're.
Which is fine. It was just a different interpretation of what casting was. Cool.
So okay. I'm going to.
You mentioned the guy with robes and fireballs.
So that was way down the stairs and down the hall and everything. You guys are. So here in the giant's cavern, you would probably not hear him casting because that's pretty far away.
It's fine.
I'm about 30. I'm just gonna sit here on this rock.
80 to 100 feet away from you. That you're not gonna hear somebody talking at that range.
Oh, conversational, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be sitting on this rock up here, and I'm gonna holding my sword in my hand, just kind of like I'm waiting for them to like get up here so that we can actually scrap.
You're waiting. You would guess they're probably waiting.
Did you? I'll say, I'm trying to be a good person and not wait at the entranceway to jump you. I told you I have no intention of ambushing you. I'm waiting in the middle of this room, sitting on a rock, hoping that you have the balls to not peek around the corner and shoot me with an arrow or something stupid like that.
And the door starts to close.
Fucking dillweeds. Did you just close the door?
The door to the secret tunnel has closed, yes.
Not very secret, now is it? Okay, well, that didn't work.
Yoki's gonna be like, oh, well, I tried.
I thought there was pride and stuff that you could play on.
I thought so too, but they are skulking around in the dark, so they're probably not the most. They're not probably not the most honorable of these types. Screw it, I'm just gonna blow up the door.
It's okay.
I say, I'm just gonna kind of like assume you're still. I'm assuming that you're still somewhere near that door. Just let them out see. Um, I'm going to Mase. I'm going to name Mase. I'm just going to ramble off a couple. You know what? I think I'm going. Mase. I might go full ham with this. I'm going to ramble. I'm going to ramble off a couple. A few of the. A few knights of noble houses that my bride was was responsible for killing. And see if that works to must say see if that works any to piss them off a bit more. See. Why can't I get a goddamn something? Fucking hell.
Okay, you shout names of dead families at the stone wall.
He's like, okay, you know what? Fine, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine with this. I was okay. I was okay with the back and forth name. I was okay with the back and forth name calling.
Given your passive investigation and the fact that you're the one who discovered the door, you're pretty sure they can't hear you through the stone.
Okay.
Because when the fake collapse came back down into place, it creates a pretty thick wall.
Yeah, okay. Gonna kind of he was like, well, okay, they can't hear us, and that means that we and I said, if they can't hear me, then they can't hear me talking to you guys either. So all right, so blow up the door.
Do you have a means of blowing up the door?
I'm just gonna keep shooting with Eldritch Blast until they explode it.
And not just punch holes in it until it kind of lamely falls over?
Huh?
I think, given the nature of Eldritch Blast, wouldn't that just punch multiple holes in it until it just kind of half-ass collapses?
Yeah.
Okay, I just you said to explode. That doesn't seem like exploding it to me. That just seems like mildly inconveniencing it.
Yeah, I'll say, but it's cost effective.
True.
A warlock, cost effective magic is my specialty. Literally all I can do.
Okay, if you are just going to Eldritch Blast the fuck out of the secret door, just give me a round of attacks on Eldritch Blast just so we can get an idea of how much damage you'd be doing to it. So I can give you an idea how long it's probably going to take.
Okay. Come on, D10s, don't fail me.
You'd have to break out the GM screen for the toughness of random objects thing.
Woohoo! I mean, that's actually pretty good. 19 out of a maximum 30. Lucky I don't have magic missile.
Okay, so in order to, punch a large enough hole through it for you guys to get through, you're probably going to be at this for a minute, maybe two.
Okay. Alright, and then we'll Gundam seed the door with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, door is effectively destroyed.
Can you hear me now, you scaly rats?
Unfortunately.
Okay. Now say, seeing as how you are incredibly rude, and seeing as how this has gone incredibly sideways, I will come down to you as long as you can guarantee that you will not throw a fireball at me as long as I'm coming down. I'll say any sort of spells or fireballs or arrows and whatnot while I'm coming down the hallway.
Think we can guarantee that?
No. Any sort of unpleasantries that we engage in once we actually see each other's faces, perfectly fine.
So once we see each other, it's on. That's what you're saying.
I'm perfectly okay with that if you don't feel like talking, and if you feel like trying to cave my face in, then so be it.
Caving your face in is the least of your worries, given all the insults you've thrown.
Well, you haven't exactly given me much of a reason to respect any of you.
But at the same time... Alright, come on down.
Okay, then like, all right, I'm going downstairs. And kind of investigate, make sure they didn't set up any traps and shit.
They got a big trap, they got a small trap, you got a water trap.
You do not see any traps. You just see the debris you created.
All right, slow.
Take your way around the corner. You see them two standing there, swords pointed directly at you.
Oh, thought you guys were farther down in.
We came up. Now drop
Thought
your
you were
weapons
supposed
and
to be
surrender,
first.
or prepare to be... Well, you can figure it out.
You need to drop my weapons. Oh, we were supposed to try to talk first.
Oh, yes, we are detaining you so that the lady and her academic friend can interrogate you and decide your fate. So you can either surrender, or we will just kill you and, tell her that, we don't know how you got here, but we ensured the secret of this place remains safe.
Well, seems kind of like a moot point. Already sent word to my friends to come here and try to loot this place.
Oh, they're welcome to loot whatever's up there.
Well, they kind of already know about this tunnel too.
I'm sure we can hide it again.
Well, already been arrested before in my life, and already been a fugitive. So not trying to go back on the Drakengard's. Not trying to go on the Drakengard Empire's hit list.
Sorry, mom distraction. What? Something Drakengard Empire already been arrested.
I was like, already attempted arrest by you guys before, and I was saying, we already evaded arrest from you guys for years. Not trying to go through with that again, seeing as how there's significantly less of you. Don't exactly see how you pull it off.
Well, you made your choice then. Ha! As you feel a sharp pain in your back, as somebody attempts to double stab you.
She'll shrink.
I think the 20 hits.
20 does it.
Okay, so that is 27 piercing damage from a short sword to the back. And given that they have 6 stunt points, gonna add a little bit of stake to that. So 27 becomes 32, and they will stumble you forward 5 feet with the skirmish.
Okay. Like
As a kobold in kind of a Hashishin Assassin's Creed garb, decloaks.
Kobold in disguise.
is like,
And I believe this is the part where we roll initiative.
good one,
Is it?
good one.
A real number. No, hold on. Is that for... Oh, that's for the kobold. Oh, 17. That's a real number.
Feel free to keep talking, just, clearly shit has started.
I was about to do something, but fuck, can't really do it. All right. Woohoo! That's good. Any stump points? No fucking stump points, of course not. Fucking bastard.
Cool, they can all take, improved AC for the first attack, even though it's not gonna do shit. Okay, everybody in?
Yeah, should be.
Believe so.
Okay. That was his held action, so he's gonna go again. Me. Running. Let's see. Go, advantage. Ooh, 2 hits.
He gets advantage? Son of a bitch.
Kobolds, man. Pack tactics.
So must say so they're fucking hell. Oh wait, is that because of flanking?
No, that's because of pack tactics. They don't get flanking. I know you're immune to flanking,
Oh,
but kobolds get
okay.
advantage as long as an ally's within 5 feet.
Okay. That's a fun thing. Okay. Oh, and have that. Right. Go ahead and use another one of my mobility points. Shut.
You're mobility to do what?
Mislead. I can't seem to move my pog anywhere.
He's in a wall.
I mean, he might be touching the wall. How about now?
Okay, yeah. All right. There we go. Save. Yeah, prison shanked the shit out of an illusion. So, vanish from view, leaving behind an illusionary duplicate to take damage intended for you for one turn. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't matter what else they do because it's all to the duplicate. There's a lot of wailing on the duplicate.
Sha.
I wonder does that change if I hit them? It doesn't say.
If you attack somebody, you will lose the invisibility created by mislead.
Okay. Does the illusion still stay there?
No, if you attack, it avoids the spell.
Okay. Oh yeah. So, the double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell.
Yeah. Okay.
So the double stays, but has not being invisible. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. I can do that. Right. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? There we go. Nope. Okay. Not or, and. There we go. Let's say use a duelist point. Swing twice. If I can get some of my health back. I assume 30 hits.
So 30 definitely hits. They don't have a way of getting out of that. And even with the plus 4 AC that they've gained from the various things, the 21 does miss though.
Okay. Cool. Of course the fucking must have course that would get up.
3d6 plus 9 plus 5 plus 1d4.
Oh, sorry. The one sorry, subtract 7 from that. I don't know where that came from.
So
Oh, that's right. I copy pasted. Okay, yeah. That turns into 23.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, 20 and 23 plus 4 does hit.
Okay, 23 hits. Okay. I was like, what the fuck is that? Okay.
And
I
then
was like, why did
use
I get that?
uncanny dodge, half the damage, so 16 becomes 8.
All right. Back 3 of my health. Okay.
Ileana, in theory.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see
Eliana
what I
is just gonna.
do. So, I'm going to.
Hold action heal.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can skirmish him over here.
Okay, you generated 4 stunt points. So if all you're doing is skirmishing, you can eat him over there, sure.
Right.
Okay, Ileana is holding the heal. Are you done, Kyoki?
Um, I'll move back out of the murder hole over here.
Okay. Parent?
Yeah. Going for a grapple. This is the tiny kobold, right?
Well, one of the tiny kobolds. You didn't see this one earlier. This is a different kobold than the one you saw, but it's still kobold, again, dressed kind of assassin-y, stealthy, roguey type garb.
No, no. I was told not to mess with the kobold too badly, as opposed to the dragonborn, so grapple attempt.
Okay. Wow, they didn't give him that skill. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so he is grappled.
Cool. And me.
Like I was just like, oh hey, Cobalt, knee strike, elbow.
Okay, 21. He's able to deflect and bring his hand out to deflect the knee from actually landing a serious hit. No, wait,
Oh.
first attack. So I'm sorry. No. Yeah, because that bonus only applied to the first attack made against him that turn, so that'd be Brian. So no, he's not able to deflect.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
He does come close though. He does slow it down a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Bonus action knee strike.
That one he is able to deflect. No, wait, that's exactly what. That's 20 exactly. Okay, so that does land also.
Okay.
That just hits.
Oh, I didn't prepare for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, did I?
I would like to, wait, hold on. Oh, I actually can't. Oh, that's on me. Okay. Okay. I would like to move to the left, taking him with me.
Okay. Only going 1 square. You can do that.
Okay. Can Ileana's healing go off with Kyoki coming in range?
Now that you can see him, and you did hold an action to heal, so yes.
Okay. Let's get some, um, what was her thing, like blue raccoons?
Or
Like did you have like a favored shape?
oh no, she's turned into various animals. Just for some reason they're always blue.
Okay.
She doesn't have a favorite wild shape. Not like she has wild shape that often. You know, because she's been needed for healing, and you can't heal while in animal form.
Mm,
And you know, when you're not fighting, you don't need to be in animal form.
no, I get that.
No, she hasn't done healing spirit, I don't think. So yeah, that
Because you know that generally takes a shape.
yeah.
Um, we're underground, so I'll say blue gopher.
Okay.
Um, I guess I'll use a effect circle for it.
Mm-hmm. That says 5-foot cube, so we can just use a cube.
A 5-foot cube. Okay. Hmm. Because I remember,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, you have to actually step in. I can't just spawn it on you.
Yeah. Moves into the spirit space for the first time, or starts its turn there. Yeah, so somebody has to stand on it.
Okay. Or starts to turn there.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I will have her put it in kicky space.
There you go.
Okay. Finish it for with Farron and the held action.
Okay. Those 2 each.
They just run through it, grab some heal, and keep going.
That's true. He does get some healing. That wasn't my intention, but yeah, he does get some healing.
Yep, it was cast at 5th level, so should be 5d6 plus 2d4.
It's only a 3rd level spell, so plus 1d,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
4d6.
Yeah. Heal.
Shot, all those hit. Yep.
Hilarious when he just runs in with five fucking sword attacks. He's fucking crap.
One of them's looking kind of rough.
For all that damage on Gillen's looking kind of rough.
Anybody refooting?
Damn near 100. Damn near 100 points of damage in one go.
Just rough.
If nobody's refooting, I will take my turn.
Yep, because I'm not refooting.
If he tries to hit me, I'm going to use my guarded post. Apparently, I forgot I have to announce that.
Well, the one grappled by David, might as well attack David.
Oh, not trying to break the grapple, that's fine. Go right ahead.
It's like, nah, fuck this.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Syntax. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, so that's in theory 2 hits on Farron, 1 on Kyoki.
What's the sneak attack applied to?
Give me a second.
So use my full counter. Fuck is that?
I'm getting there.
Fuck, stag beetle.
No, it's supposed to be a dragon head.
No.
Yeah.
A head of a dragon material comes out of the earth behind Ash, tries to breathe black flame on him, but he's able to dive out of the way. Same time, the one grappling with Farron, flips his short sword into a reverse grip and just kind of stabbing you in the side. As the other two move to, Kyoki with their shields a little bit to throw them off balance while coming in with their long swords.
Okay.
Okay, so we miss on Ash. 2 hits on Farron. Sneak attack will go to the first one. So 25 plus 7 is 32. And they will use their 2 stunt points on the first attack to take defensive stance. And their 3 stunt points on the second attack to make an extra attack on you.
You who?
You.
Okay.
Baron. Okay. So that will be a 15, which is a miss. Kyoki is only hit the 1 time. It is no stunt points. So that is.
Use guarded repels.
Okay. So they do. So you're able to parry. Okay. 22 hits for a total of 14. He did the Draconic Visage, which missed. Okay, so just a Kyoki.
Kyoki, you get auto healing because you're starting your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, 46 plus 2d4.
Good numbers. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, hold out my sleeve as my companion in arms, Orochi, goes to battle. Conga line of doom. Not fully a conga line, but more of a L shape of doom.
The L of Doom. L Doom.
L doom. L doomo. Let's see. Go ahead and no. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I can. Do I use that? Oh, he said they already look rough. There's no point in actually doing that. All right,
I said
I'm gonna
one of
go
the pair
ahead
looks
and-
rough. There's two of them.
Oh, well, that's enough. It's flanking everyone, so there we go. Gonna go ahead and do this. Of course, I can't get a fucking stop point on that. 23 to hit this guy.
Yep, 23 hits.
All right, and that's 14 damage to him.
Mm-hmm.
And let me pull a Tristan and copy paste.
I just hit the up arrow. I don't even copy paste.
I have to copy paste because I haven't done it yet. But I'll say I tried. I decided to copy out all my macros.
Oh yeah, you did the same thing I did then. We have with the notepad.
Yeah. There we go. And I'm gonna have my second sword start swinging.
Twenty-one.
27 and 21.
Yep, those will hit.
Set my damage, 10 poison,
The
12
poison
damage.
does
7
not seem to
poison.
have any effect.
Okay. Oh, can't switch swords now.
However,
So-
one of them does drop. However, one of them does drop.
No, I mean to this guy.
Oh, you're going for the other guy. My bad.
Yeah, that's where this sword is.
Okay.
Poison
Wait.
sword's down here.
So you didn't drop it on the map, so I can't see it. So.
Oh, it's right there. I
Okay.
think it's blending in with the hole.
In which case, a 21. Even with that, that does hit. Okay, and the 27 obviously hits. Okay.
Um,
So he's gonna have the second one. So. Okay. That it for your turn?
let's see, what can I do with those stuff points? I'd like to. I'm gonna go ahead and use the 3 of those 4 stunt points for setup for Farron.
That's
So, yeah,
what,
you
plus
use
2 to mine hit?
Yeah, +2. Well, +2 to your next something.
I think it's setup. Yeah, +2 bonus to their next attack or ability check of their choice. Must be made before the dice are rolled.
Mm.
So, all right. And I have 2 other stat points. I'll take a defensive stance for myself.
Okay.
I must say, I was thinking disarm, but I was like, seems like a dick movie. He's already being held in flame.
Brings us to Ileana.
A hold for heal.
Hold for healing.
Okay.
So he's sparing.
Theron will chug a potion. Psh. 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 Okay, and now to occupy both of his hands, he will take a hold of the person between him and Kyoki with his other hand. Athletics of why you need to roll that high.
Why not?
Okay, you grappled that one.
Okay.
You just grab both of them.
Yeah, with one hand I have the cobalt, and with the other hand I'm dealing with the one.
2.
Well, I'm saying
Yeah,
one
one
because
group,
I know
yeah.
they're treated
Yeah.
as one.
So you got like one hand holding the kobold, and you got like your leg hooked around one guy and your other arm hooked around the other guy.
And while that's going on, the kobold in front of me is going to get a headbutt.
Able to lean his head back. You just can't quite compensate for how much shorter he is than you.
But to set up.
The +2 brings it up to his AC exactly, yeah. But remember, you had to declare that before the roll.
I didn't think I had to declare that. It was.
Yeah, it said you have to declare it before you make the roll that you're using it.
Oh, I thought it just said it affects the next attack or ability thing.
Ukraine opening, on their next turn, the ally receives +2 bonus on their next attack or ability check of their choice. Decision must be made before the dice are rolled.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. That's fine. I mean, they're. I think they still take the grapple damage.
Yeah, they still take, as long as you're holding them, they take the grapple damage.
In which case, I would like to smite the grapple damage.
Can you do that?
Since I'm allowed to smite with an unarmed attack, wouldn't that?
No, it was more a matter of does the smite require you to be rolling an attack, because the grapple damage is not rolling an attack. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack,
Right.
which I was counting as unarmed, but because you're not hitting them with an attack, it's just a status, kind of like a bleed that they're taking while you're holding them. You can't smite the bonus grapple damage.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Too bad.
He's going to make himself useful. do shit. But... Okay, the first 3 attacks are blunted by the mage's mirror image. Uh, 18, 21, 18, 21, 39, 29. Three. And exchange, hashtag. Oh, I didn't look at that bad. Hang on. And I. Which takes 19 backlash damage. Okay. Given the time, do we want to call it here, or do we want to go one more round?
I'm good with calling it here if you guys are.
Okay. In that case, now, with you guys having engaged the Drakengard forces that have seemed to have been operating in this hidden cavern, we bring it to a close, with you guys getting banged up slightly, but banging back just as good.
We're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the captain's going to come in next week. He was like, wait, no, stop fighting. I was like, kind of too late for that.
Already insulted the mothers and the clans.
And everything else.
Hmm?
I say their mothers, their clans, and a whole bunch of other stuff.